Welcome, race fans. Episode 13, Watermelons and Woodchips, presented by Central Iowa Diesel Performance. Back in the studio with my amigos here, Jonathan Logue, Josh Reynolds. I'm Cody Malacote, and we got producer Garrett in the back, and back for another one. But I just wanted to touch on, it was really some of our guests that we've had here the last 2-3 weeks have been pretty phenomenal. Really.
Oh yeah. Jake surprised me. How good he was on the mic, and he seemed pretty put together and pretty well prepared. And then Jeremy, I mean, that's the most I've ever talked with Jeremy ever. I really hadn't spent a lot of time close to him, which is pretty wild, as considering how often I've seen him and been around him and stuff. But he was pretty good too.
Oh, Jeremy's a talker.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He can do a little chatting.
Yeah.
Oh, Cowboy Ray. Was a good episode with Cowboy. But you could tell, I felt like he was a little nerve at first, and then when I dropped the old, that he wasn't going to get a Christmas card from the 87 camp, I think it lightened that up a little bit.
Yeah.
Loosened him up a little bit.
Well, you know what I'm saying? Because he kind of chuckled a little bit. And I'm all right, there's Jeremy. I know.
Yeah.
I don't know why you guys are acting all intimidating and shit. You go out and run these race cars around the racetrack like a savage animal, and then you come in here and it's like you're in trouble or something. I don't know.
It's like you're in the principal's office.
Yeah, something. I don't get it.
Yeah, the funniest thing that Cowboy Ray said that I thought was when he walked across that modified in the infield and said Daddy wasn't going to pay his way out of that one. It took me till I got home to remember who the hell he was talking about. And I got a good kick out of that once I did.
Who was it?
Anthony Roth.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah. Well, I knew what everybody was talking about, but I couldn't either.
Right.
I could not remember who that was.
Yep.
Yeah, but and like I said, got him to loosen up a little bit, and because usually Jeremy, at the racetrack, he's pretty much all business, and
right.
Especially from my perspective, because they're parked right there by over by you guys, and I see him most of the night, and it's literally just we're there to win a race, and which is good.
Yeah, I mean, what I see is Tyler doing tires. Mm-hmm. If it's hot, they're inside. If it's nice, they're outside. He walks by and shoots the shit, comes over, usually makes his rounds, doesn't generally get too close to a certain side of our pit area for good reasons. But always business in the front for the 10 car.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and there was a little racing this weekend. I watched on IMSA TV the deal down in Corpus Christi, and Drew looked good in that 91 car. He won all 3 nights, right?
Oh shit! He started on the front row every night. I mean, how hard can it be? I mean, the 91 made it look pretty easy down there. Some of them guys, Dean Abbey, didn't realize he moved up to a modified. Not that I follow Dean or anything, but I know the Abbey name, Jeffrey and stuff, and I thought maybe he was going to make a move there, and then the old Isaac got up to the second place last night, and everybody had a couple of shots at it too. As far as having some late yellow flags there, bunching the gang back up, and that 91 car was very, very, very impressive this weekend.
Did you put the super tune on that thing over the phone, or how'd that work out?
Did you see me race a modified? I mean, for real. You both did, okay?
Yeah, a couple times.
It's tough, it's fun, it's everything, and it's just a lot of shit going on. Mm-hmm. And so when I call Drew the mad scientist, that's just kind of what, off of Fast and the Furious, because he's weird, and him and Braxman, that we've talked about it, multiple times. They make such a great things, and I don't know why Drew's down racing when we're in the middle of the build season, but I will say that he did win all 3 races in a very dominant fashion, picking up that $10,000 deal. I don't know if you guys watched the stream. It was a great stream. they did good. Jerry was Jerry. Another episode without him on here feels great. Glad they got that great show in down there, and the interviews were great. Everything was great. I thought.
So I gotta ask too, do you think them boys are just getting the brake floaters out of their system down there for the last little bit, or do you think they already got them off?
Oh, I think so for sure. I think a lot of those drivers are, I think guys were messing with this, with doing anything and everything that they can
Figuring something
to get
out.
whatever they can to get out of those race cars. Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Well, it says here we have to tease a couple things. Obviously we got one big thing that we're going to talk about here in a little bit is some of our schedule stuff for the 2026 season at the Boone Speedway. Obviously, our Elmquist towing question of the week that was inspired by Jonathan last week about the bathrooms.
Yep.
And then it says Garrett's icy deck near-death experience.
Yeah. I've been wanting to get. Now, Garrett was on the podcast for a hot second there a couple ago. You saw that. He had to bend over and do something. But I saw this video on Facebook, and I'm like, you got to splice that thing in there, and you got to show the world, Garrett, because he didn't fall down.
No.
Right?
It was super smooth.
But I can promise you, his knees, his hips, everything's going to feel it tomorrow because it was a quick little da-da-da-da.
My question is like, was that a snowblower, like an electric snowblower you had on the deck? I'm like, why has he got a vacuum cleaner on the?
He charges it with the solar panel, bud. You got to remember, he's IT guy, right? So
He's got her figured out.
Yeah, I mean, I was already chuckling at the fact that he had all of his ice fishing shit on. Mm-hmm. Well, all of his heavy gear stuff, and then not to go down. I mean, boys,
It was impressive.
I don't know when the last time it was you guys were down, but deer hunting was brutal on going down.
Really?
Well, it was snowing.
A little deep, too, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But Garrett, so the question, I mean, what happened?
Slippery.
Just the stairs were slippery? I mean, why were they, you didn't have them shoveled off or what?
I did, but I had like stuff. You know how you get stuffed snow?
Oh yeah, on the back of
yeah.
his boots.
Yeah.
Caught
His
myself in
his vacuum cleaner couldn't fit down the stairs.
Yeah.
the deck.
That's
The
is
extension cord only reaches stuff.
You see why we got to get him a mic? We got to get him talking on this thing.
right. So the thing that we were using, is that the new electric shovel that we've been seeing on TikTok and all the platforms?
It might be. I don't know. Her mom, Sarah's mom, gave it to us.
Thanks, Sarah's mom.
The extension cord sucks. I think she just pawned it off.
Garrett,
Yeah.
I'm going to go
Yeah.
ahead and just jump in here. Never blame the in-laws. Not on camera, especially.
My in-laws.
Oh, well, but I'm in a way, right? In a sense.
You still going over there for Christmas dinner?
Yeah, right, you
I
are.
mean, I'm just saying.
Well, he was.
He was, right.
We'll see.
Right.
He's gonna cut all that out.
Right.
So I don't need a microphone.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well,
And I got very robotic when I made this
it
today.
looks like it.
You see this?
Well, I started looking
Yeah.
at it, and you're like, oh, there's two sides to this
Yeah,
bad boy.
That's what
So-
I'm saying. This is like more than we had to do in school.
But the funny thing about it is I put like 3 sentences into Chat GPT, and there's what I got. Like it gave me everything. So
Impressive.
it's kind of nice. Yeah.
Yeah, this thing's pretty detailed.
Very robotic. Speaking of robotic, we've teased it a little bit. I think I've even said it out loud on an older podcast, but I spent all day yesterday getting all the Square is the brand we went with, but the terminal's ready. We will be taking debit cards, credit cards. You can tap your phone to pay at every place that takes money here at Boone Speedway. So if you're going to the concession stand to get a crispito and all you have is your debit card, we got you. Like, we will have you in business.
That's pretty good.
It is.
It's pretty good. I will say, I mean, you're still going to accept cash, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
100%.
See, because that's where I get turned upside down.
Yep.
Is when we go to an event or whatever, and not even necessarily racing, just school events and stuff like that. And
Card
you
only.
Get up there, yeah, it's card only. And
Yeah. No, I don't foresee a time when that will happen here. I think we'll always take cash.
cash is
Yeah.
king.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think like you and I have talked about this a lot. I think it's going to help. I think it's going to help the racetrack as far as and there's so many times if I'm up front with the girls doing something in the ticket booth and people are coming up and they're like, hey, do you take debit cards? And there was a time where we didn't. And they would have to drive back into town. Well, your retention goes down at that point.
How many of those people maybe possibly didn't come back? Like you'd hate to turn anybody away for any reason.
Well, when there was a Hardee's on the north side of nobody came back after they went and did that shit.
They hit Hardee's.
They got Hardee's. Yeah, do you guys? I mean, you remember that?
It's been a while.
It's all
and KFC.
Been a long time. KFC, the old
Yep. Yep.
But guaranteed you lost some of those. But you know,
another thing this is going to help too is the girls up front. A lot of times they'll go ahead and pay with a debit card and then they'll get cash back so they can go to the concession stand. Well, now they don't have to do that. If they don't want to. If they want to do it, they could.
Right.
But this gives them
now is that going to charge the loyal customer the 3% for using that unit?
There is a 3% charge.
Bullshit.
Yes.
I call that's bullshit.
It's not something I completely agree with, but it's part of it.
Yeah.
It's a convenience fee.
You guys just took that thing from a positive to like a
And again, there's no.
I'm kidding.
There's no you have to use it.
I'm kidding.
But if you think about it, there's times where we'll go to a football game or whatever, and it says right there 3%. If you use this card, I'm like, whatever. That's what I got.
Yep.
So,
yeah,
just part of doing business, really.
They've had that 3% going for a long time. Be thankful it hasn't gone up.
Well, and also nowadays, and I mean, we're speaking to a whole different generation, but it used to be when you went to the ATM to get cash, there was a fee.
Yeah.
Oh, there still is. It's like $5 sometimes now, which is horse shit.
I mean, if you play the game of making sure you go to your own bank or, all that stuff, you can skip it. But, yeah, there's definitely – it's gotten better as time has gone along. So I see I could see it being a good thing.
It's a new time. It is what it is. I think it'll really help the racetrack, honestly. I mean, it really will. There's just – especially with all of the youngins, the youngs that hopefully keep coming to the racetrack, like that's kind of like they grew up that way.
My kids, this is all they have.
Right.
So like Apple Pay and stuff like that, it's,
Ivan went to get a pizza at the Adobe one time. They don't have Apple Pay there. My dad's old school. And Ivan's like, well, I don't have any money. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, right.
Like, there's no family discounts at the Adobe. I mean, my dad and Steph pay just like a customers, but now they have Apple Pay.
Yeah.
And I think that it's just there's, even like when party buses and it's just very, very convenient. So I think that that's a good addition to the Boone Speedway for 2026.
Speaking of that, so if and when we ever get 5-time on this podcast, are we going to be able to load up with some Adobe pizzas or see if we can get that worked into our deal?
Maybe not a family discount, but a podcast discount?
He would do that. Yeah, he would.
All right.
Dad, Sundays are his fun days. And so I almost had him talked into it until it was going to be like 6 degrees outside. And I figured that, and they had bingo at the Adobe. This week. If you've never been to bingo at the Adobe on a Sunday afternoon, legit fun.
Really?
Yeah, it actually is. I mean,
packed house.
They got nice.
Nice.
Well, and they canceled bingo at the American Legion. Too icy.
Oh,
most of the folks that go up there are 60 plus.
Gotcha.
Some young stragglers, but they all come to the Adobe. It's a good time.
Okay.
Yep.
Nice.
We need to get in on that. We need to get on there. I'm missing out. I live literally like 4 blocks away, and I did not know that there was Adobe or that the bingo was going on Sundays.
Oh yeah, they got the cards. They got all the shit. They got they have the original OG pill ball drawer. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's fun.
Nice.
You can go up there, get yourself a nice drink, an excellent homemade pizza right there. Play a little bingo.
Watch the pizza?
Football.
What's the ass kicker?
The Adobe Special is my favorite.
Well, see, the Adobe Special, so Ben Cates and I and Adam Cates and I invented that one night after the races because we were there drinking and they wanted a hot pizza. Well, we didn't really have it. It was more traditional stuff. So that all meats and that and blah, blah, blahs. And well, we made this sauce and we did all this, and then it just stuck. And it's the Adobe special is the spicy pizza at the Adobe.
Okay.
However, when my parents leave to go on vacation, I always, like last year, we came out with the bacon cheddar jalapeno popper pizza. Whenever they leave, I do something dumb and like write something on the board, like, you know, a happy hour, an hour longer while my parents are gone, or we come up with, the last year was this pizza thing, wanted to try it, or a drink or something. So I've got this chicken pizza that it just says on the board back there, Jonathan's Pizza. and I've been trying to get Steph to put it on the menu, you know, because like not everybody knows about it. And it's just red sauce tears me up. Gives me heartburn. I love the sauce, but it just you know. So I'm gonna it's a chicken Alfredo hot pizza. Okay. So if you ever want, it's really good.
So it's like secret menu stuff. You got to go in and give them 3 knocks.
Like the Chinese place uptown, remember?
Yeah.
I mean, have you ever ordered off the actual Chinese thing? We're not. Yeah.
Do they have Jonathan's Chinese up there? Or what
no, but it's like real cat and shit.
Okay.
It's like, I don't know if I should be eating that, but they eat it.
Legit cat.
No, it's good. Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, so ask for that if you.
So
secret.
some people,
So now he found out about the secret channel. Now we're figuring out about the
yeah,
Adobe secret menu.
See?
There's only one secret item on that. You guys have multiple people on this channel.
Well, today there's one secret item, but hey, you know, there sounds like every time they go out of town, so some people house sit, you Adobe sit.
Right. Yeah. Yep.
Awesome.
Yep.
Oh,
Hell
that's
yeah.
awesome. What? Yeah. So hey, anybody watching this, because about the time this thing comes out, it'll be about the time John's gone. So
Right.
Jonathan will be up there and ask for Jonathan's secret pizza.
The secret
apparently.
pizza.
That's a good one. So
Yeah. So speaking of when this comes out, that'll be the week of Christmas. You guys going anywhere? You doing anything?
just for family stuff around home, wrestling, obviously.
Right.
So
Are you prepared? You got all your presents bought?
we're pretty close. Yeah, you're looking at me like you haven't bought anything yet, have you?
I haven't bought one single present.
Will you?
I'm not
will.
gonna.
What? Why?
I'm doing stocking stuffers, bud.
Okay, but I was gonna say,
Now
sis,
hold on before you
sis-
guys get all revved up.
Okay.
My parents, my mom and my stepdad, Dave, and my sister and her husband and my 2 naughty little nephews that I love so much, Briggs and Steele, which right on little buddy today took down the champ, but his wrestling face is savage.
I
love
saw
it.
that he won today.
Went over there to the was it the Wildcats over there in Nevada?
Nevada Beginners Tournament. Yeah.
He went over there and was double legging and
Got her done.
But and my 2 kids, Ivan and Hallie Ray, we are going on a cruise for our Christmas this year.
Nice.
So no, I'm not buying nothing.
But I was just gonna say, I think sis deserves something from the Snapchats I get to see at school.
She's now gonna love you for saying that.
She, you know, I've never met her, but I do. I think she
Every
deserves.
time, it's funny because I see her when I go into wrestling practice. She's always coming out, and then whenever days we record, she's like, "Have you seen my dad?" I'm like, "Yeah, he's right behind me." Like just waiting to get picked up from school.
Well, I saw him skip the line the other day. That looked pretty.
But hey,
Wait, or were you
his-
doing what you're supposed to be doing?
so there's a cone. Yeah, he's got a kid.
we got to know the story. I hear
so
about
many
the cone.
many people, like the school. This is in my opinion, that was not smart.
The way
that, in my opinion, you got one way in, one, you know, like just because it clogs up so much stuff, and just like I just get a kick out of it because people it's. I get every morning when I snap it, I get so many people messaging me like, dude, like, this is so funny, thanks for the laugh, you know, blah blah. But it's like, man, there's a cone and their kids, everybody thinks their kids' legs are broke or they can't walk an extra 25 feet.
So is that the deal? They're staying up against the curb.
Well,
Yeah.
they're just okay. So
When
like
they don't go all the way to the cone.
Yeah,
They
okay.
stop in front of the door.
it's a big circle. So every parent or whatever thinks that they got to pull up to the door and drop them off right at the door. I'm thinking
Okay.
we could be dropping off 6 or 7 kids at one time,
20 minutes.
and instead we're dropping off one. And there's always people that do it, but nobody will pull out of line. Everybody's like, "Ooh, I don't want to be that guy." Watch this. I crank it over. Sis is always like, Dad,
Dad,
like,
no.
Yeah.
The other was it Friday? I think it was.
Well,
I
hold
looked
on.
up. I'm like, whoa, Jonathan's going in turn 1 at Boone. We're going to buy some people here.
Right. Well, so the day before, like I woke up late, which was my fault. So then I wasn't bitching about the line.
Right?
We're sitting there and I see this chick. I have no idea who it is or whatever, but she goes up, cuts the line, drops the kid off, and like peels out like mad peel out, but not like mad peel out in school parking lot, mad peel
Sure.
out.
Right.
And I'm like, see, sis, we are not the only ones, which is great. So then the next day, we get there, and that gal had beat us there. But I'm sure she did the same thing that she did the day before, and it's always grandma that, that's got all 3 kids and dropping one off at this school, and then she's got to drive over here.
Yeah. Well, that's what I ended up going to. I go to the front side because I sneak through there and go park in like the employee parking and then drop them off because it's way faster than because I have to go to.
Says a big sign, do not.
I don't go up to where the buses are. I go in the parking lot on that side, and it's faster for me because I have to take Cooper to United.
You
so
do work for the school, right?
yeah, I got a card. I can get into the
Okay.
building.
All right.
Oh, I got a card too. I was a guest speaker there for the Boone Speedway one time. Still have the card. I can get in.
Sweet.
Yep.
Well, yeah, because Cooper goes to United, which is out here between Boone and Ames, and so that's what I'd get stuck in that line, and it's like he said, it's one way in, one way out, and you get stuck in that thing. He's late for school, so
Yep.
we had to hit alternate route, but
Understood.
yeah, so. Well, let's take our first break. Might be the first time we've actually ever been on time for our first
It's
break.
because of this awesome itinerary.
I
yeah,
think it
actually,
is.
it probably is. It's down to the minute.
We're rolling Chat GPT style.
Yeah. So we'll send it over to our friends at Central Iowa Diesel Performance and Weir's Machine. And when we come back, we will talk schedule, and we're going to get an update on Jonathan's beard hair. So
Yeah.
you've been watching Watermelons and Woodchips. We'll be right back.
When you go green, precision matters, and that's why you choose Weir's Machine. From suspension components, tools, and data technology, we've changed the game for race teams around the world. Our ultra-force load machines are revolutionizing how teams collect and analyze data, while our Circle Track app provides a data storage notebook, giving you the edge on every turn. We're not here to follow the pack, we're here to lead it. American-made, race-tested, Weir's Machine.
Central Iowa Diesel Performance is a full-service preventative maintenance and truck repair center in Ames, Iowa. While they specialize in high-performance applications, they can do fleet repair, engine maintenance, transmission repair, or things such as brakes and electrical. Anything diesel truck related, Central Iowa Diesel Performance is your go-to shop. Check them out at www.centraliowadieselperformance.com.
Welcome back, race fans of Watermelons and Woodchips, presented by Central Iowa Diesel Performance. Back from the break here, episode 13. And it says on here, on our little itinerary here, Jonathan's chin hair update. Looks like Fu Manchu's gone. And Josh was wanting to know, is it growing back? Is it patchy or promising?
Well, we had a good deer hunt. We shot some good deer, and so I decided to knock the legs off because like I said, I had to grow it down to here, and then I'm just back to the whole
Full scruff.
Yeah, pretty much. I actually left the top in. I was going to cut a Zorro in, You know, where you know, and like, but I'm not that good with a beard trimmer.
You should experiment. What the hell? I mean, if you miss, you miss. You just shave the whole thing off.
That's a lot of toilet paper, bud. I mean, I know you both have toilet paper patched bleed spots, whether it be, you know.
Yep.
But yeah, so everybody, God, it was crazy. Like Ryan Hilsebeck, he has like the awesomest beard ever.
Yeah.
And I mean, his shit is just like solid.
But he always
awesomeness.
wears it that way, doesn't he?
Well, no, he
Most
usually
has
just
some
has
mustache.
Yeah, he just has a full beard, you know, or whatever. But a couple of the guys that have goatees, they just cut in little. I don't know what you kind of call this, whatever it is, but
The broom.
yeah, whatever. But yeah, that's what's going on. I mean, I only rock it once a year because I've got a butt chin, and I usually like to keep it covered with my hair. And no, I mean, I'm not like cutting it in every week.
Well, we had somebody jump out and wanted to know how many followers it would take for all of us to do it.
Oh yeah,
And I did. I commented back and said 5,000. So if we hit that number, you might have to do it again.
I mean, I would do it again. For
Yeah.
that.
I think
Yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah.
I mean-
Mine doesn't grow in like that, though. I got like, you ever seen Joe Dirt when he's like, you're so ingrained with white trash DNA that your hair just grows in patchy like that? That's how I feel like my beard grows. So.
Yeah, I've got spots where it kind of, it'll kind of grow in, and then I got like one like complete bald spot over on the side. Makes no sense at all. I probably got hit there when I was a kid or something. But yeah, no, I'm in. We get to 5,000 followers, so I mean, there you go, world. Get us
Yeah.
up to 5,000 followers. We're coming in with Fu Manchu.
Yeah, with that being said, please continue to subscribe to our stuff on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook.
It's
all
free.
all the things.
It is.
Like
It's free.
it's pretty awesome to see our following right now, and it's kind of grown into something that I didn't expect it to. I mean, I knew it was going to be fun, right? And
Yeah.
we were just going to, obviously be informational, have a good time, and bring guests on. So the growth rate is pretty awesome, and we have to thank you guys for that because it is pretty amazing right now.
It's kind of weird not having somebody here.
I know.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I
Right.
mean,
But Garrett has told us a couple times that when we don't have a guest, he thinks they're like the funniest ones, and I don't know why that is.
because Garrett's weird.
Well, the one with Jake though, when I posted it, I said I apologize because it's just an hour and a half of me laughing into the microphone.
Basically, what we did.
It was
Yeah.
a good one.
It was
was.
good.
It was a good one.
It was fun. So
Yeah. And there was a comment on there that said something about my laugh. Actually, I think it was yours.
me, yeah, because I took my headset off and I had to lay back because I knew I didn't want to just
Right.
squeal into the microphone.
I think it was
so.
Katie.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, and that's we got a lot of loyal listeners out there that tell me that they listen every week, and I sent in our little group chat, to think that Denny Stoneburner listened to
Dude,
the podcast.
That's pretty awesome.
is.
That's awesome. If he and no jab at Denny here, it's just Denny's not a social media guy. I don't feel like my dad. Even when my dad was like, "Oh yeah, I listen," and I'm just like, "Oh."
Did
I
that
know.
kind of trip you out a little? Like, really?
That my dad was listening?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, kind of, because I talked to him about it too,
Sure.
Yeah.
But I didn't think that he was, like, I just feel like everywhere I go now, like, people are like, oh, hey, man, I listened to your guys' podcast, and it's like, thanks for the listen,
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, it's just,
Oh, yeah.
We wrestled in Perry this weekend, and I had somebody else come up to me and be like, "Hey, we've been listening to that podcast."
That's
like,
awesome.
yeah, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
So,
I stopped at the bank last week, Vision up here, when I was leaving, and I walked up, and the lady's like, "Are you on that podcast?" I'm like, "Yep." And I looked out the window, and there was Jonathan sitting in the drive-thru, and I'm like, "So is he?" She's like, "Oh, I know he's on there."
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, hey, should we get into the schedule stuff for 2026? Honestly, though, like you and I have talked about it, pretty status quo compared to what we've done in the past. Obviously with the addition of Bumblebee Nationals, losing mini mods. So we just were able to slide that right in. But, just kind of rouging through stuff. It's highlighting our special events. We're still going to probably have our modified King of the Hill, Doug Roby at Dini Outside Services. He always helps out with that one as well in May. But, pretty status quo. Obviously, the first week in April, Frostbusters.
Yep.
And that's a, good way to kick that thing off. And, that thing just continues to grow. I feel like if you win a Frostbuster race or a Prelude race, like that's pretty tough sledding from a race car driver's standpoint.
Oh, for sure. A lot of people getting out new cars. A lot of people, first race of the year. Sometimes it's a lot of people that it might be their 10th or 15th race of the year.
Mm-hmm.
With the Kokopah, is that right, Kokopah?
Yep.
No, Casa Grande.
Casa Grande.
I knew I was going to murder that.
Yep.
Not only, first of all, anybody that's going to the Clash on the Coast. So yeah, you get all kinds of people are getting stir crazy from being at home all winter. I know I am. I already watching the races this last weekend. Just as a racer, it just gets no different. You guys,
Sure.
You guys watch and you're racers and love it. And I think the Frostbusters have just gotten bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's more of it's kind of a crown jewel event now because it's like,
well,
who's there,
Right.
like watching the national banquet, listening to some of those guys talk about how I didn't start off my year running for points, right? I always wonder if the Frostbusters, and especially the years where we get them all in, I know some years that doesn't happen, but if we say we do or whatever, how a guy runs those Frostbusters could dictate, well, hell, I'm running Boone all year. Hell, I'm running Marshalltown all year. Like, if they start off running good at those, that can kick it off. And, we've just seen the numbers continue to climb, seems like every year here. But, yeah, anytime any Frostbuster race I've had anything to do with, it seems like, if the weather's even somewhat decent, they're all coming out.
Right. So, but no mod lights, no front wheel drives for Frostbusters. Why is that?
I heard we might have some sport compacts this year.
Possibly.
Why
Possibly.
no mod lights?
I don't know the answer to that. That's just the way it's always been. I don't know if it's.
Well, I mean,
Well, and from a time issue also.
right. I don't know
I
if
think-
that's.
I think the only reason we would add sport compacts if it happened is because we only run them one other time, which is obviously going to be the Bumblebee Nationals.
Yeah.
So give them a little, I don't know if it's to try and help boost some numbers for nationals and stuff too, but like I said, those sport compacts, they put on a good show too.
oh, absolutely.
And-
Because I know the mod lights are, to me, they're dwarf cars.
Yeah.
No
Oh, yeah.
offense, guys, but that's what I grew when I started coming to the races. It was the dwarf cars.
Yep.
And now the more modern name is Mod Light. But okay, so Mod Light guys, they're now an IMCA sanctioned class, which I know why they weren't on the Frostbuster schedule and some other stuff was because they were their own little series things, but kind of, ran it here or there.
Yeah.
I just figured that since does anybody know when they went full IMCA sanctioned?
feel
It
like
was just a couple of years ago.
20, because
Was it the same year I started?
Jimmy May bought the series from Stars,
Mm-hmm.
and then I think he had it for a short time, maybe half a season, or I don't even remember, maybe a full season, and then it went IMCA the next year.
Yeah.
Was that 21-ish?
It
Maybe
could've been.
after COVID,
I
maybe.
was going to say, I don't
Yeah.
think it's been that. There's only been 3 Super Nationals, right?
Yeah, I think that's
So
right.
it would have
Well-
been 22.
Well, no.
Dylan,
Rafferty.
it was a Rafferty show for a couple
Mhm.
years.
Yeah.
It might have
Maybe
been 4.
years, Yeah.
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 So it'd be that'd put us at 22?
Yeah,
22.
Well, yeah, 21. Just saying.
Yeah.
But
So-
throwing them on
2021.
throwing them on the Frostbuster here, because I know they do run them at Marshalltown. When the Frostbuster
For Frostbusters?
yeah, I think so.
Well,
God,
no.
maybe I'm
that
speaking out-
just
because I think when we ran, when they did the Frostbuster at Stewart,
Phone Jerry.
We had compacts there. I'll let you do that.
I'm not phoning him.
Come on. But anyway, I think from a time standpoint here is, we have a pretty good slug of cars as it is. And
well, that's what I'm just trying to find. I'm on my race pass right now trying to figure out. Okay, so just from, last year, 40 mods, 39 mods, 42 stock cars, 46 sport mods, 47 hobby stocks.
I mean, sounds all doable for another 20.
Yeah. It probably just depends on, but that could obviously change due to weather also.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so I don't remember. Was it nice last year?
Maybe we just, if we're going to look at adding anything, I mean, we have to look at probably bumping the start time up just to get, to not be here at 2 a.m, I think would probably be the main thing. So.
Yeah. But coming off Frostbusters, looks like our first few weeks, typically for Boone Speedway, April is pretty, like I said, just regular shows. Last year we had regular show in May, and then we had King of the Hill for modifieds on May 10th. So it'll all be pretty standard. But that, I don't know, like I said, from a driver's standpoint, do you like the added like the King of the Hills and stuff like that, Jonathan? Like as far as some of that goes, like you get a chance to win. I think it's the last couple of years it's been $1,000 for modifieds or $500 or $1,000 for stock cars. Like, is that an added bonus for you guys, or do you look at it like, oh, we're burning our stuff up?
I'm just pumped up to race. Like I don't race for money, so I don't look at it as like a lot of people look at it, I guess. I just look at it as, is it great that it pays that? Absolutely. It's getting more expensive, that the more that just like anything in the world is, and so, to be able to go and race for $1,000 is awesome. But I'll race, I race for 400 too.
He's racing that extra lap in hot laps, remember?
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So on a regular show night for 1,000, we should be, on a draw redraw show, we should get a minimum 4 laps. Mm-hmm. On a weekly show, we should get 5 or 6. Just because it's like we're already killing time anyway. We're waiting. They're going to come back out. They're going to work the track. I need voters on this, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Should we
start a petition?
Should we do a poll?
Yeah,
be our first poll on
we
Facebook.
can do that.
I'm going to win this,
that.
you guys. I'm telling you. The listeners are going to reach out on this one.
We'll put it together. This will be Cody and I's job this week. We'll get a poll together for how many laps you should run in hot laps.
All right.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay, here. And as long as there's no yellow.
Right, yeah.
If there's a yellow, you're done.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it happens on the first lap, because that's horse shit.
2 laps in, get a yellow,
you're done.
Game over. After that,
you're done.
But run green to checkered. Green to checkered. You think 4? You think 5? We'll put it out 4, 5, 6.
Well, I'm just saying, if there's not a ton of cars, you guys could give us that.
Understood.
We wait all week long.
I get it.
To bring our hot rods to your facility to put on the show.
Yep.
Let us put it on.
Understood.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yep. It's kind of like back to this whole, I caught some shit on this whole dirty slide job thing with the McBurneys. Well, not the McBurneys, but,
Over it.
Well, people are like, oh, well, now you agree with it? I'm like, no, I don't agree with it. But sometimes, it's like in football, it's referred to this a lot. Let the boys play a little bit.
Sure. Sure.
And I don't really give a crap that anybody gave me a gruff about it or whatever, but that's sometimes that needs to be done, and that happens too here.
Yeah.
Happens in a lot of places.
Sure.
So moving forward, May 23rd is going to be the Corn Belt Clash for the Mod Lights, and then that's also the anniversary race for the sport mods and the modifieds, which that always seems to be
That has picked up
Pretty
some
good.
traction.
Yeah.
It's been a good race.
That's awesome race. Did that whole weekend deal there. Pretty cool deal. I know they've got a ton of stuff up at that museum about the anniversary, and it's a really, really cool thing. So that's exciting.
Yep. Ends up a pretty big deal up in Vinton, I think. It's pretty
Yeah.
well paid.
Yeah. Yeah. Corey does a good job with that.
Yep.
That's not Memorial Day, right?
No, it's the
Weekend before?
Yeah. No, is that the weekend? Whatever the 23rd is. I don't
Yeah.
know.
May jumps this week or this year, I think.
Yeah.
Because
But-
Super National starts late this year. It's like the 7th or something.
Yeah. And then this one rained out last year, the topless twofer presented by Capital Signs. That one rained out last year, so we got to leverage Burke on that one. So say, hey, since this one rained out, can we juice this up a little bit? He's going to probably kick my ass now and be mad about this. But
You guys going to be wrestling at Christmas?
no, too old for that now.
No?
So.
Yeah.
But that's he's got really cool trophies for that. He's got the light up ones and the Dirty 30 on them. And from your perspective, right? I'm going back to a race car driver perspective, and it seems like everybody shows up to do it still for the topless deal, and I think it helps that it's a Friday at Marshalltown, Saturday in Boone, but. Is that a lot of work to take all that stuff off and put it back on, or I mean,
on the modifieds, no. I mean, you're talking a few rivets, and usually a lot of the modifieds and sport mods just have the 4 bolts, holding the roof down, and then the rivets on the sail panels and the quarter panels. So really, you when I was racing a mod and we did it in the sport mod, we would just take the front sails, leave them all attached to the roof, and just set it off and set it in the shop and race all weekend and
Pop her back on.
put it right back on. Yeah, it was a very simple thing. It's very weird. It just looks.
it's probably a weird perspective racing that way too, right?
I mean, it's you don't have nothing above you.
Like the lights come
like
in.
not that you're looking up there, or whatever. I mean, it was a good spot for me to flick smokes. But it's not like, people are like, oh, well, you need to put some wire mesh up there, or you need to do this or that, and it's like, well, the aluminum we're putting up there is only 40 thousandths.
Yeah.
It's pretty thin. I never felt in danger or like, oh shit, but you also don't think about that. I mean, when you're doing that kind of stuff, but I never was able to win a topless race. But they're fun, and you can see it. I think that show's growing every year, and it is cool that I tried talking Brett into letting the stock cars do it. But
Man, that would be weird.
well, because a lot of the because the sail panels or the rear quarters would still be on there, but there'd be no roof or front A-pillars.
Yeah.
So it would just look really awkward.
Yeah.
Right?
that would be weird.
Well, and he's like, there are people out there that still use the
full
factory
welded,
full welded stuff. Well,
Right.
how do you kind of expect them guys to do that? Which made sense, but I'm like, I don't know, Brad. It's been quite a few years. A lot of people are using those fiberglass roofs.
Maybe we could
It's
just
kind of cool.
maybe we could do a doorless stock car
Yeah,
race.
no hoods or something.
You
Like,
ever see when the guys come by and you can see in the car, like you can see their whole body? Like I mean, I don't like seeing that because somebody's been torn to hell, right? But if you guys all came by with no doors on,
that's how I met Heath Tulp one year at Super Nationals down in turn 3 and 4.
Really?
Yeah, oh yeah.
really?
Yeah. I showed him my displeasure. I didn't even know who the guy was. But my whole thing, it's cool because you can see their legs and
Yeah.
everything, kind of like, the old car ride thing. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, and I do. By the way, I just got to go ahead and tell this: the car ride deal. We talked about kids rides. One of my best friends in the world was racing hobby stocks when they really had been doing it for a while, but he had a couple. They did kids rides. He pulled up on the front stretch. Whoever it was, Ron Bragg or somebody, they put a couple kids in this car, and they're going around super slow, and this kid's just sitting there staring at him, and he's like, what? And And the kid finally goes, "You claimed my dad last week."
That is awesome. That
Yeah.
is so awesome.
I know. And then he's like, now I'm like watching the kid like, oh my God, is he gonna like rip my ignition wires out of here? What the hell is he gonna do? He didn't. They cruised around, but yeah.
This is a premeditated thing. That kid
Oh, yeah.
wanted
He
to
wanted
make
in
sure
that car.
he said,
But yeah,
"You claimed
you
my
claimed
dad."
my dad last week.
Oh,
So
That's awesome.
I've been holding on to that one for a while.
That's awesome.
But we need to bring those back. Let's
Yeah.
get them on the schedule this year.
yeah. I think it'd be awesome
I think
to do
it-
something like that.
Kids would love it.
What, the kids' rides?
Yes, 100%.
Name another track that does it.
I know. We need to
For
do
real.
It. We need to do it.
I mean, I used to think they used to do a drawing.
Yeah.
Remember? And I never, ever got drawn. Ever got drawn. The one time I did get drawn, I went to Dean Hartwig 74 so fast, bud.
The big Monte Carlo.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Dash and Dean.
Oh yeah. Speaking of those days, I did see Eric Brown at a wrestling tournament last week.
Yeah?
So yeah, it's kind of cool. We were just talking about him, and then
Yep.
Jared Clark, I think, put a picture of that wreck you were talking about
Yes.
on Facebook, and then literally like 2 days later, I saw him in a wrestling meet because his boy Easton's wrestling.
I had that wrong too. I said he had a Terminator. It was an SCS.
Oh, okay.
I did find that out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he only had a Terminator for, it was a red car.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He only had that not that long.
Yep.
So we move on from. We keep getting off track, but go from the Topless Twofer to Farley SmackDown. So we'll go try to race for some belts, modifieds and stock cars, race for heavyweight belts. And then the June 20th is the Thrive Hawkeye Challenge again. Those guys are back in. Just talked to Sprint Kings guy the other day, and they're back in. They had a really good time, and it was cool to see Brett Moffitt come back to Boone and win that deal. It was pretty cool. And obviously with my lineage or whatever you want to call it, but I'm a huge sprint car guy. So anytime we can get any sort of sprint cars here, I get excited about it. So
Tell them, they better be careful though, because they put the catwalk back in.
right,
We can't be having to,
yeah,
to
exactly,
drag any of them out of there.
Oh, just for that night, we'll have him on the tracks.
yeah.
Sorry, dude. I had to. Whoa.
God.
So when you got the Harris Clash.
Yep. So then after that, we go right into the Harris Clash back at the June 23rd date. So back to the original Tuesday that we were supposed to have. That got rained out or postponed last time.
So Hawkeye Challenge, Harris Clash.
Bumblebee Nationals.
Best day in the world is the day before the Harris Clash, which is my birthday. So I always got to thank you for putting the most convoluted shit right around my birthday, because you ought to come up there when Hawkeye Challenge is going on, because my hair's on fire.
I'm
trying
not
to
coming up
figure
there
this
because
shit
I'm
out.
in it.
Well, I
Trying to
understand.
win.
But maybe
Yeah,
when
won
you
it
get
before.
done,
I have won it before.
you get done, run up and just see how we got to put that thing together, because trying to figure out who's going to be in it, and then he's running around like a madman.
Okay,
trying
you
to
guys
make
heard
sure.
it, because usually I'm pissed off.
Understood.
We're not
So-
pissed off, but you know what I
But
mean.
we're wanting him to come up. But so we are going to do things a little differently with that this year.
Yeah, we're gonna for the Hawkeye Challenge this year. We're gonna have like a check box or something. When you sign in, you have to tell us if you're able to do it or not. Because last year it was 90 minutes of me running around trying to put people in this
I
race.
can't believe it's that hard.
I
It
know.
is hard.
It is very
People
hard.
don't wanna do
understand why.
because it's we usually have it between like a B main or when the B mains are running.
Well, why do you guys do that? Why don't you do it to where it's more appealing?
Because you don't want to do it at 11 o'clock when half the people have gone home. You want to do it prime time.
Yeah. So it's kind of like Super Nationals, how they try to put. So they'll pick a class, and that class will get the big, like, spotlight hour, right? Because the A mains, the qualifying mains will run during this certain time. I think they try to get them all, but it's damn near impossible just because there's so many cars. But so trying to put that like right in the heat of the night to where it's the biggest audience, both what we have there and at home. it makes the most sense. But we've got to do something this year to say, will you run this? If you won't, just tell us now. And
Right.
because we have so many guys that will be like, well, I'll let you know. Well, like it's like they got to see if it's just going to fit them just perfect. And if the track doesn't look right, they don't want to do it.
It's so weird to me. You know why?
I know.
You know why?
And it's one of the coolest races. I mean, I
awesome.
just
Well, hold on. It is, but it's also the guys in the sprint cars are nuts.
Understood.
Okay,
They
And I
are.
think that's what I
saw
think
that
that.
guy shit can that one in turn one.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's probably what deters people.
Sure.
I look at it as, oh yeah, you guys are going to pay $500 to race 3 other race cars
Yes.
per class. So your class, so each class races for $500. The overall winner is $1,000. So okay,
and a
so-
Logue fabrication trophy.
and a
Sweet
badass
trophy.
from Logue Fab. So you're telling me I get a race for $1,500 and a badass trophy?
Well, it's 1,000. You
1,000 overall.
so it's 500 for each class, and then 500 to win the overall. So it's
$1,000. Okay,
trophy.
regardless.
Yep.
Okay, so and we do that for you got your 18 or no, it's 21 laps for the stock cars.
Yes.
Yeah.
20
Yep.
laps or
Yep.
something like that.
21.
25 for the
Sprint car.
25 and then
Yeah,
it
it
goes
all
comes
the way
down.
down to 20
So
for
to
the
me,
hobbies.
it's like I'm out there. If I get lucky and win the overall, right on. But I'm racing for 500. I race for, no offense, I race for 400, and I have to race 24 guys. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Seems like a no-brainer, right?
Well, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You know, okay. So, like, I think second in your class doesn't pay anything, right?
Nope.
So, I mean, you got to be on it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. You're not
to
gonna
win your class, but depending on who's
Dude.
in it,
How many years have we seen like something happen and guys just fall out and there's only one left in a class, right?
Right.
So all you
Correct,
got to do is
yeah.
go out and finish. So
Correct.
if you can get in that thing, you got a 25% chance at $500.
that is way better chances for this cat
Oh, yeah.
than the regular show that pays less.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
100%.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I said it's one of my most favorite races that we've ever done. Obviously, it started in the 80s and 90s, and we brought it back, and I've always really enjoyed it. And you know, a lot of guys, it is the sprint cars that they're like, oh, if the sprint cars were in there, we would do it. But if the sprint cars weren't in there, the race would not be the same, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
and I don't know what do you do instead of them? If you weren't to get those, could you get late models here? Could you get them to come run a show? Because they're probably racing somewhere else.
Yeah, you'd have to do kind of like what we did before, and just I'd have to call late model guys and be like, hey,
Right.
can you bring, you
Right.
know, come.
And the chances of them not racing somewhere else
Right.
that night, because, I mean, let's face it, late models aren't as prevalent nowadays as they used to be.
Mhm.
So it's hard to get that many of them. It's a tough call, but
right.
it is one badass picture when Bruce catches him in the corner and it's mod light, sprint car, stock car, modified. Like, it's
Yeah.
really cool
Yeah.
to see that.
I'm glad you guys like that because it's scarier than shit. At that point, okay, because we don't know if the sprint car is going to dump 10 gallons of dirt or if he's going to wheel hop the mod light and send him over
Yeah.
the creek and turn
I
four.
think Brian Ziem's still thinking about that.
I think Brian Ziem's done racing the Hawkeye Challenge from here on out.
Yeah.
But so moving on, obviously the Harris Clash is the week after that. Like we said, back on the Tuesday in June.
One big badass show.
Yeah, and like I said, that we're gonna have to work on times for that because that took a little while last year. But it was because it was for a good reason. We had a lot of cars.
Oh, yeah.
The week after that, Logan's Bumblebee Nationals, or as now I'm referring to it as Bumblebee Tuna.
The Bumblebee Tuna, yes. Right.
Do you get the reference?
You're one of the few. My wife looked at me like I had 3 heads.
She does that often.
Yes.
And
Especially
then
when I'm talking to Cody.
yeah, that's true. And then Eva Destruction is on a Saturday this year.
That one's going to be interesting.
Yes.
I don't know how we're going to do that. I think we're going to launch stock cars into the motorhomes this year.
Yeah, you have to jump the RV.
Right.
It's like when you see those, was it like X Games? You have to do like the Joker lap or the rally World Rallycross. You could do however many laps, but one of them had to be the Joker lap where you had to cut through.
Yeah.
Maybe we do that and just, hey, you know a guy that has jumped the RV before, sitting right next to us.
Really?
Yes.
Really? How'd that go?
It was nasty. Scary.
Really?
This was before. How old were you? Because we were probably fresh out of high school when you did that.
Yeah. Alls I knew is that back in them days, Bobcat was savage, and that was a quick way to make $500 to pay my rent, get some shit I needed, and I didn't race at the time. And Toby Cruz got in the RV with me, and we're driving around the track, and he's like, Jonathan, if you go off that ramp with me in here, I'm gonna kick your ass. Because we pulled up on the ramp, and we backed down, and it was this Winnebago camper that somebody dropped off here, and I mean, the thing was a runner, right?
Yeah.
So I dropped Cruiser off, and I'm going backwards on the track, and I get her on the backstretch, and I got her on the firewall, and I'm coming all the way around. And I'll tell you, myself, I've even called the people that have done it pussies for letting off the gas, but you're hauling ass.
Uh-huh.
You got to let off, to make the corner, because the corner's so weird. But when I hit that ramp, I don't know how many cars were in the infield, but I landed on the other side. So, like, you're coming down turn one, and I'm thinking, well, all I have is a seatbelt on, right? I've got my dad's old helmet on. Got a pair of Jocko's mechanics gloves on. And I hit this thing. I don't know how fast I was going, but, I hit it, and you literally start going up, and I mean, you need to go to the ramp sometime.
Oh, it is treacherous.
It's treacherous.
Oh, yeah.
It's like 2x12s, or whatever they are. I hit it. I see the catwalk. I see the sky. I come down on the other side of the cars, and I cleared the cars, and the whole front end exploded out from underneath it. It was still running, remember?
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, I was like, I was pumped, dude. I was like, my adrenaline was going at
I
crazy.
have this on camera because was this 2000? This would have been what, 2007, probably?
Yeah, or 7 or 8.
Yep. So, and this is when I was like the Garrett at the time, and I had a video camera strapped to my hand all the time at the racetrack. So, and I gotta find it. I have.
You gotta find it.
It's got to be on that removable hard drive I have at home. But I remember I filmed like the whole thing. I filmed Jonathan like in the staging area, and he's just chain smoking rods, and like he's shaking, He's just
I'm
burning
telling
rods
you.
like
Yeah.
crazy.
Telling you. I mean, let's just be honest, okay? The camper was old, gutted. The whole front end, the axle, everything. I mean, I didn't know. I mean, I know that I bounced my head off the steering wheel. I'm pretty sure. I don't. It's like I don't know how to explain what I experienced on that, but it was. I mean, so then Lottie made the comment like, "You're supposed to fall in the cars, dumbass," But it's like, okay, well then Cody Hennings comes out the next year and is in this little 4-door car, and I mean, I thought he was going to be dead. I mean, you remember that? He launched that sucker.
Cleared it all.
I mean, I went to the chiropractor for about a month after that. And that was my last time I've ever been on that ramp.
Use up some of that 500 at the chiropractor.
Nope. Nope. I already had that spent before I left the racetrack. Later that night, I ate a moth over in the pit area that was like this frickin' big for a pack of smokes. Remember that? Yeah. It was right where like where Josiah Taylor pits and shit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
That was always it was this huge moth that landed down. Someone was like, "Oh, eat it," and everybody like, "Oh no!" And I'm like, "I'll eat it for a pack of smokes." That They're like, all right. They gave me that thing. I threw it in my mouth and grabbed a Busch Light. The thing and started drinking my Busch Light. It turned around in my mouth and was climbing on the roof of my mouth. And let me tell you, it was like almost like somebody throwing dust in your mouth. It was just the weirdest thing ever. I mean, I ended up eating it. I got it wet and then got it down. But did that all for a pack of Marlboro Reds. Yeah.
Was this the same night?
Oh. Yeah. The same night.
Holy shit.
The same night as that. Yeah. I remember Spencer Cisco got a hickey from this gal, and he spray painted his neck and told the chick that he was with that his buddies painted his neck, and he came to the racetrack with this big ass stripe on his neck, and it was just like, what? It was
Did
wild
she buy
night.
it?
Huh? Well,
she
I mean,
buy
she
the
was
story?
she was with him the
Oh,
whole
well,
time.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. She made it.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Wild things
So-
on the eve of destruction night.
Since we're talking about, and it is called the Leap of Death. I mean, that's.
Are you guys gonna have cruisers that night?
I don't know. We kind of phased those out. It was just.
Is that because Dustin about killed the Smiths one time or what?
Well,
You guys remember that?
Oh yeah.
That was nasty.
I think the night that they started to do themselves in was when we, in hot laps, two of them went into the concrete
Yes.
barricades, and one of
Yeah.
them about took a leg out.
Yeah.
Doing it.
That was not. Yeah.
He didn't realize he had to wear a seatbelt. That was a rough night.
Okay, can we put that in like the non-fine print part of it and have it for 4th of July this year?
It is,
like one
but-
night.
we could
I
get
would.
him to
I think it would
come.
be awesome
Because
to have, like
you
the
guys
cruiser
talked-
car world title would be fantastic.
Seriously,
we used to
you-
have the belts and do all the
Right.
we do.
You guys talked me into buying one.
Yeah.
We raced it once, won the event, and it's been sitting at my dad's ever since. I've been getting
You
shit
still
about
have it?
Yes.
Who was the co-driver? Who did it with you?
It was I didn't do it.
Oh.
I bought it for Ducky.
Oh, yeah.
and
Okay.
Jesse, because Jesse used to race cruiser
He
cars.
was the
back then.
original,
He was the
yeah.
original. Yeah,
Old Dead Sexy.
old Dead Sexy. That's
Yeah.
right. And,
Okay.
but it just sits out there now at the shop.
We could put it out there. If
Yeah.
we'd have them show up,
That's
I
our
think,
second poll.
Yeah. Right.
Who won?
But this Leap of Death, who did the van that lawn darted it? You remember that?
Yeah,
I
that
can't
was
remember his
one
name.
of Jonathan's buddies from up north.
That thing.
What was that guy's name? I can't remember, but he
Cleared everything and literally like head on.
Who
into the
was
ground.
that?
I don't know, but I'll never forget that sight because as soon as he hit the ramp, I'm like, he's not hitting anything.
Justin who?
Oh, I can't remember his name, but
Yeah.
yeah.
That's my big memory from that night is seeing that van like go skyward and I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah.
It was-
And then he did the rollover too after
Yeah.
that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
I think he won.
Oh, Justin Sturts.
yeah.
There
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
you go. Okay.
I remember that.
Yeah, he launched.
He
that
won
thing.
both of them too, didn't
Yeah.
he?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Good night for him.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Not a great night for his back.
Yeah, no. But hey, we've gone off the rails here a little bit. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll finish working through this schedule release, and then we'll come back with that rest of the schedule release, and then who's got the best shitters in all the country at a racetrack was Jonathan's question. So. You've been watching Watermelons and Wood Chips. We'll be right back after the break. This next segment is brought to you by Logue Fabrication, your go-to shop for custom metal fabrication. From residential and commercial projects to auto racing applications, Logue Fabrication delivers quality and precision every time. They're not just fabricators, they're racers too. Proud home to Rage Hobby Stock and Stock Carts you see tearing up Boone Speedway every week. Whether you need a custom railing, a commercial build, or race-ready metalwork, trust the team at Logue Fabrication to get it done right. Logue Fabrication, where craftsmanship meets horsepower. We can help you stand out anywhere with P1 Promotions, the home of P1P Canopy. From the racetrack to the ball fields to trade shows and beyond, our custom pop-up canopies are built to showcase your brand in style, with multiple sizes and full customization available. But we don't stop there. P1 Promotions also delivers custom rugs, apparel, sportswear, trade show setups, and even P1P custom awards that make an impact. You can see all we have to offer at www.p1pcanopy.com. Welcome back, race fans. Watermelons and Wood Chips presented by Central Iowa Diesel Performance. And we got kind of off the rails on some stuff, but we want to jump back into the rest of what we have for the schedule. Like I said, this is tentative, obviously, but the next
Subject to change
for sure. You know, and I'm still working on a few more of the kids things. We're gonna do the bike giveaways, and we're gonna need to work on
Candy
kids.
toss.
Yeah, we'll have another
Yes.
candy toss. Yep,
Yeah.
candy toss, the bike giveaways, and
Well, now, folks, not to interrupt, Cody, if you want to donate to the kids' candy toss or the bike giveaway, get in contact with Cody Malacote here at the Boone Speedway. The candy toss thing, like, come on, guys, let's make it like it used to be when I was a kid. You know, when Donnie Lindahl used to sit down at the East End in that old car, and the candy was insane. Like, I'm gonna donate this year. I didn't realize, you know, you guys were doing the candy toss thing.
Yeah, I thought we were getting a whole bunch off Amazon. I'm like, yeah, this is a lot of candy, and then we got it, and I'm like, oh shit, this is not a lot of candy.
So I doubled down. We paid the extra $6 from Amazon to get it the next day, and so we got enough for everybody. But
Still, though,
we underestimated on how much
Yes.
candy it takes to do this
Yes.
deal.
well, still, and the candy's expensive.
Yes,
It is. Yeah.
And to
Ask Chris
like,
Burke
like-
about that. I think he ended up doing the candy for Marshalltown, and he didn't know how much. He's like, "Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do all of it."
Yep.
And then he was like, "Do you know how much that costs?"
Yeah, for real. But, you know, like, you think about it. Okay, like at Marshtown, they did it on the front stretch. You guys do it right in front of the grandstand area. It takes a ton of candy
Yeah.
to make a big, long line. And when we were kids, they went the whole length of the grandstands.
Yep.
That's a lot of
It
freaking
was
candy.
grass to grass, like
right.
Yeah.
Yep.
And yeah, so it does take a lot of donations to make that work, and you know, like I said, just trying to get some of that kid stuff back. You know, we have, you know, Water World, the Santa Claus deal.
Still got Little League Night, don't you?
We did kind of something similar to it. You know, and some of that stuff is changing in Boone as far as baseball goes, but it'd be cool to get some of that stuff dialed back in. We just got to get back with Heath. I know Heath pretty well, the guy that runs the Little League now. So get with him. And actually, Tippmann and I, Ryan, were working on getting some stuff put together. And I think something happened where we had a rain out, or their baseball game got moved. Something where it didn't work out. But we were going to have, last year, we were going to have race cars at the Memorial Park.
Oh yeah.
On a home game, and then the next night was going to be like Boone Baseball Club night, and the kids were going to come out and Little League night and do the whole thing. But something happened in the schedule. Yeah, it was there was like a rain out or something that got moved, so it didn't work out. So hopefully we can do some stuff with the baseball, and you know, just add to that kid stuff, because we got to do more things to kind of get that youth involved. And you know, you see a ton of kids in the pits now, which is it's a blessing and a curse, right? But I think it's better good than anything, I guess.
For sure. I would love to get that candy toss so big that Booby's like hitting candy with a lawnmower for like the next week or two.
With the weed
Up there with
eater,
the weed eater, yeah. No, the kids
got hit with a Tootsie Roll in the ankle.
I've seen that deal done so many different ways. I've seen a couple tracks do it, like they'll take an end loader and they'll fill a bucket full of candy and they'll reach over the fence and dump it, and that's pretty cool. But yeah, you don't really
That's
think
a
about
bunch of candy.
It's a lot of candy.
That's a lot of candy. When we were at Vinton this year, they left candy on the racetrack. We raced on candy. There was so much candy.
Do you have any on your,
the
like a
front
Tootsie
stretch.
Roll on your tear off?
No, it wasn't like that. But I tell you what, a Tootsie Roll at 60 will knock a frickin',
Yeah.
bruise on your knuckle.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, the Pecker Toms will take a shot.
yeah.
Yes, they will.
Yeah.
So we move on through July, but the one that Jonathan have been heavily involved in is the King of the Catwalks, and that deal has grown into a really, really cool stock car race.
Yeah.
It is. Only a few know where that originated from, and we're blessed to be able to help promote that show. That is one of the 3 shows that the Van Eatonville Mafia puts on. They start their show off there at the Whole Hog 50 down there at Stewart, Iowa. Thank God Dallin Murdy is not going to be racing there. No offense, Dallin. In 2026.
Has anybody else ever won that deal than him?
I
think he's undefeated.
Maybe somebody who won it last year?
Didn't he?
Was he there?
I thought he was.
I don't know. Either way,
he's
starting out there, and then we come to the Boone Speedway for the King of the Catwalks. I know we've had a couple of different winners for that. Doug Smith,
Caden
Reynolds. It's been a couple of years going on.
It's just 2, I think.
Are you sure? Because I think this is the 3rd year we've done the Bald Tire Bash also.
Okay.
So we do the Bald Tire Bash at Vinton, which
is a badass race.
Badass race. It's crazy, yeah.
It is.
It is a badass race.
It's so cool.
Yep.
Like, it's one of my favorite things. I try to catch that on IMCA TV, and I personally think that that's one of the coolest things out there is to force guys on some old tires and just have them go out and race. And I think it's cool.
I think we're going to go to even less tread this year.
Nice.
Just because it's like, I mean, I would like to be able to come in from that deal, and if you've ever went and practiced somewhere and you're just trying to burn up tires, you can get them down there a long ways.
Sure.
And if you cut a tire, you cut a tire. That's why it's called the Bald Tire Bash.
Yep.
I don't think in the 3 years of running it, we've had somebody cut a tire down because their tire got to the cords or it delaminated or whatever.
Yep.
So, and that's, I mean, kind of in a roundabout way, I feel like that's kind of what we're trying to accomplish there. Like, we want to be right on that limit.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. King of the Catwalk deal, that's not too far from the end of the year, yeah?
Yeah, it'd be July 18th, I think.
And this is out on a 24-night schedule, correct?
I believe that's right.
Yeah, because we get an extra week this year.
Yep.
So it'd be 25 nights this year.
I think, if you include Frostbuster, I think it's 25.
25 nights.
Yep. So 20, okay. And then we knock one off at the end of the year for points, so it's 23 points nights, I believe.
Yeah, but 25 total shows.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Before Super Nationals.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then the week after that is Salute Your Veterans, which is, I mean, that race has just grown legs and gotten really, really out of control. Not out of control, but out of control in a good way.
Yeah.
Just, some of the stuff that gets put on there and the cars that show up for that.
Well, it's one of the biggest one-day shows on the circuit all summer.
Right.
One of those.
Yeah. So
big deal.
That deal is crazy. Hopefully the Ohio camp is not the same weekend again, but we'll see what happens when that comes out. Because I haven't been able to be at the last couple. We have a really, really big wrestling camp that goes on the same week, and I actually talked to Jonathan about this, and he was like, if you show up to the races instead of going to that wrestling camp, he's like, I'm gonna kick your ass. So, and
Lottie's told you that too.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And it's been it is a conflict. Like it tears me one way or the other. But obviously you've got to go do cool stuff with your kids too. So,
yep.
Salute to Veterans, and then we go back into August, and then typically we had the Sport Compacts that first week in August. Mm-hmm. Maybe that's where we can slide in the Logue Fabrication Cruiser Car World Championships that night, maybe.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Could be. I mean, I'm down with it.
He didn't know about it, but yeah.
I'm fine with it.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Right.
And then, August from that point on is just bangers all the way out. Elmquist Towing Night. is in there. And like I said, Jake is a great supporter of our show, the Boone Speedway. A lot of race programs, his own race programs, have taken off. And then after that, we have the Air Series coming back. I talked to
Brian.
I talked to 5-time. He said that they're on. They're in. So.
Oh yeah, I think that's great. Then I think there's going to be more cars this year that come.
Oh yeah.
Just with some conflicts of scheduling and stuff. That'll be the same night as the first timers race as well, right?
Yep. So it'll be Ayers race, the John Logue first timers. So does it rotate? Because we've done 2 stock cars, 2 sport mods, so it rotates, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it'll be interesting to see what the old man has up his sleeve this year. Then.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Do you know?
Any hints?
I mean, I do know, but I'm not telling you.
Well, don't tell us, but any hints
not.
at all? No, nothing. All right.
Nope.
Okay. All right. We just know there's going to be a first-time winner.
Yep, that's right. I'll let you guys put him on the spot for that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's another thing, people out there. The first times winner race, how we do that and how we pay that show is we have some loyal sponsors that have sponsored it the last 4 years. Okay. If you want to sponsor that event, please reach out to myself or my dad. It's kind of a deal. We just put it together, and as much money as we raise is what we put into the purse. So I like that because not only are we getting a first-time winner ever, it could be, I think the one year was almost $1,000 to win that thing. I mean, that's a pretty big deal to somebody that's never won a race.
Yeah.
And I feel like for me, it's such a great kickstart thing. And if you have watched those races, they have been absolutely awesome.
Yeah, because Gage won it last year, right?
Oh, Gage Hillenberg wins it last year. Went to had to go to the tail.
Yeah.
Was
And I didn't think he was
bombs.
I didn't think he was gonna catch him. And then there was like 5 laps to go, and it was like I think something clicked in his brain, and he was like, "Holy shit, I gotta go!"
The 69 car from Wisconsin come down here was a 61 or 2-year-old man or something like that, along the lines of that.
Yep.
Yeah,
That
and
can't be good. It's my kid.
So in that breath, let's just say it was to go back to stock cars. I'm not saying it's going to. Has anybody ever talked to IMCA? If that thing did pay $1,000, would it be an all-star qualifier?
No.
Okay.
My dad wants to do this really weird, crazy thing, and I can't even disclose the information.
Understood.
breach of contract.
Confidential.
Well, just because it'd be super freaking cool, but it's like we've talked about, only 1 in every 7 drivers wins a race.
Right.
1 in every 20 wins a championship. So my dad's just trying to figure out things to, I don't know, just make it that more special.
Right.
And it's hard to do that, to put them in an all-star race, on a deal like that.
Yeah.
So it just doesn't really math. The math isn't mathing for, to be fair, and it just there's all kinds of things.
Yeah.
Well, it is really cool. I mean, I hope John knows, and everybody else that has something to do with that, you as well. It's a really cool thing to see, and just seeing Gage last year when he won that, it was just it meant the world to him.
So he got us. We Dad and I take pictures with the winner, and Gage got us 2 8x10 pictures of that photo, and
Nice.
Just to me right now, knowing what it felt like to win my first race,
Yeah.
that's a thing, so hopefully that also gives all them drivers a lot of confidence. They all know that not one person out there has won the race.
Yeah.
Or a race.
The whole
ever.
field. Right. Yep.
Because a lot of them are all scared. Oh, shit, I got this guy or I got that guy. So
Yep.
I think it's a really special thing, and I hope to continue that on for years and years and years. So
Yeah, I think it's a really cool deal, and you see some of those guys get super emotional, right?
Right.
And because some of it, like I just the
Two-time Tommy.
Yeah.
Tommy Lathrop.
Yeah. Yes.
Tommy Lathrop raced for years.
Yep.
I think it was. I've always told him it was the rap was why he wouldn't ever win.
Because of the
It was
Vikings.
the
like
Vikings and
Vikings.
shit,
Oh,
But
yeah.
I mean, he partied for 3 days. I mean, they had a write up about it in his hometown. Had a parade, a little cookout, and everything for him when he won that deal.
That's awesome.
I mean, but how excited Tom was!
Yes.
Like he was.
That's
not
why
only
you do it.
excited.
Yeah.
He was emotional. He has put a lot of time, money, effort, just like a lot of us.
Your dad got emotional.
My dad got
Yeah.
him just because that's how special it is to
Right.
see. Like not everybody has the things that a lot of people that are successful in this sport at their fingertips or at their use of convenience or whatever you want to call it. So, and I didn't realize, like I kind of told my dad, I'm like, it would be kind of cool to have a race with, and he's like, well, it'd be awesome. It's going to be huge, and he just kind of started putting his wheels to the ground. Well, then he got with Cody and I'm like, well, we need to make this a little bit bigger. Like we could get some other product sponsors involved because like I said, 1 in 7 don't go to the big shows and have a chance to win that kind of stuff. Like how long I wanted one of those purple Hoosier
neckbands.
Velcro neckbands.
Yep. Now
Just, I mean, it's dumb. You can order them online.
how many of them you got now? Not just 3. Surely you've got other places.
Yeah, I've got it. Yeah.
You got a few, don't you?
I've had to give them away though too.
Oh, really?
Well, people are like,
Well,
hey.
sure. But you've taken a few. You've had a few put around your
and
neck.
it's just a cool thing. So it's like that's what I feel like we need to do this first timers racing. So I think we're either gonna do. I don't know if we're gonna. I don't know.
You almost.
He about
saw it.
You guys got me back. Okay,
I
you
did-
got
we
me
didn't get-
distracted.
you did it
No, I know I
yourself.
did it myself, but you guys got me talking about it.
We better move off that topic before he gets in trouble
should.
with this
But-
contract.
Tommy Lathrop loves Boone Speedway. He does.
Yeah.
He makes a long trip here every Saturday.
Yeah, those guys are they're just dedicated.
Yep.
Moving off of that, that's obviously season championship night too. So then we go to Watermelon Classic, P1P Challenge, which obviously you said you wanted to talk about favorite races. Obviously that one's mine. That's how I got this job. Was that deal? So, because this will be the 12th year for that P1 deal.
Had a couple
Which
different
is
names.
crazy. Which is crazy to me that it's been that long. And then after that, we go to the Prelude and Super Nationals.
8 crazy nights.
And then we're in it. Then we're in it, boys.
And it'll be here before you know it.
I'm already sick of it. We've only talked about it for 20 minutes, and I'm already sick of it. No, I'm kidding.
He's ready.
I'm ready.
So your favorite race is the P1P. Jonathan, what's yours?
Jonathan's got a P1P trophy.
I did pick up a P1P.
Nice.
I beat Tom Berry when he won the Super Nationals, right?
Yeah.
That's not an easy thing to do that year.
No, I know. I'm proud of it.
Hell yeah.
Tom. One time I got to kick his ass. My favorite race of the year. Probably the Darrell DeFrance Memorial. The reason I say that is because of the history of that race.
Dale DeFrance.
Dale DeFrance.
The Dale DeFrance. Did I say
DeFrance.
Darrell?
You
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry.
Daryl's
The Dale DeFrance.
Racing.
Daryl's there.
Yeah, right.
Right.
But I just because the family, the relationship that I've had with the Gustin family, that my dad's had, I mean, God, that's still a loaded question though, you guys, but I believe that they work really hard. There's a lot of people that are around that event that work super hard. You get a lot of cool stuff. You get a lot of extra money. They don't break the bank at the pit shack or the sign-in computer. And it's just fun. Like, the people that are there, the shirts are always cool. It's usually a really good event unless Jerry overwaters or sheep's foot and it rubbers. But the late models put on a great show. They bring in, the SLMRA guys, or I think that's who they are. I could be completely wrong, but I don't know. I just like that event. I like the trophies, and I've never won the event. God, I'd really like to win that sucker, but that is probably my favorite. And I think maybe it's just because I know the family really well, and it's close to home, and
that pre-race
Boone Speedway can't have everything the best.
Sure.
In my opinion.
That pre-race when they pull all, Gustin's, DeFrance, all those cars out there.
Awesome.
That's pretty neat.
It's
Murdy's.
just a different...
Because you got the whole... all the relation is right there. And
it's awesome.
It is. It's really cool.
It's awesome. If you haven't seen it, go to Flow or whatever and watch it, because it is super cool.
Yeah, it is. Yep. I think my favorite one here... And this is you guys are gonna laugh at this. It's the next one. I just every race night here, I have my plate is so full. Whether it's it starts at the pit shack, which that may change this year. I think I might have somebody jumping in my place signing in drivers this year. Jennifer.
She'll be good at it.
Oh yeah, she'll be awesome. She did it at Super Nationals, but
what are you gonna be doing then?
Politicking. No,
You're not completely wrong.
Not exactly.
Yeah.
Just kind of keeping tabs on stuff, and we've got a lot of new things coming this year.
So you're gonna
There was a
micromanage.
few times there. Well, there was a few times last year where I would have to go pull Josh out, and we had to go put out fires together on some things, and it's time.
It's so micromanaging is not the wrong word. It's not. It's just weird. It's like
You're gonna tidy up a little.
Kinda, yeah. It's like micromanaging in reverse, I guess, in a way. But like all the stuff that once we get to where the races actually start, I get up in the tower. Like, I'm just into it, and I love it. I love the part that I do, and the fact that I can help make a show better and faster and smoother, or whatever I can do to do that, and I really enjoy that part.
You're going to be so busy figuring out all these new concession stand items in the pit area.
There's a good chance of that. There is.
Awesome.
When I was putting all those little terminals together, I was building the concession items, and I got to put in crispitos in the pits. That doesn't now we still got to get that all figured out. But yes, the beginning stages.
Most important part.
Yes. The most important part of
the pit area crispito transfusion.
That is the number one thing.
Taco sauce.
It's
got to be Ortega.
Whoa,
hang on.
Whoa. I thought it was Odega.
I said that because I have you guys. Gee, I mean, come on. You guys remember when I had you fool? I don't know what we were talking about the one time. And you guys are like, really? I'm like, no, I just made all that up.
But
that's what it was.
But wait, there was a commercial. I saw it. I saw it myself.
Seen it. At least you didn't give me a gap the size of,
That was, dude, come on. Chat GPT and whatever the hell he uses to make those things.
Yeah.
Some good shit.
I see
that was one of my best workings.
That's one of the best. The Weber Valley Speedway stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what they have for a program, but their stuff's pretpretty real. But my overall favorite race of anything is the Ron Little Memorial at Stewart. That one's gonna hold a special spot in my heart for a long time. So
yeah, and we were talking about that on the few of them back, and when I helped Jeff Olson, we ended up winning over there at that deal, and that, like, you're a Ron Little Memorial winner forever. Yeah, so
yep. And when Mary walks out there with that sign, that's the original they had at the very first one, and yeah, that's a special night. So
yeah. So speaking of moving on, should we get to Elmquist Towing question of the week?
Yeah.
And this was inspired by the Bobcat last week. He's like, you guys should ask who's got the best shitters around. He's like, 'cause that's a real thing. So we did.
We did.
And again, people jumped all over it. And in good ways and bad ways.
Just like some of them shitters, they jumped on them.
Yeah. A lot of them were Lucas Oil, and I can attest to that. I've only been to Lucas Oil Speedway one time, 2008, I think.
Daytona on dirt. That's what I've heard.
It's the only time you're on pavement, or the only time you're on dirt is on the racetrack. Everything else is paved. But, yeah, they do have a nice bathroom facility. There was nothing else that really jumped out. A lot of people said, 141, Lucas Oil and 141 were like probably the two that jumped out. There were people giving us shit about ours over here, but we do got another set of ones being built currently.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
We are improving the bathrooms at the Boone Speedway out in the pit side. So
I've heard rumors. That's probably a year or two out, but I've heard rumors of new ones in the pits.
Yeah.
Down by the main concession stand.
That would be great.
Heard a lot of stuff.
Our request is all of the stall art
remain.
Stays.
that you guys can build a brand new or whatever you guys are going to do, but those, even if it's just the doors.
So I have an idea for that. I think we're going to get with Bruce, have him take some really high detailed pictures, and then hang pictures of the art.
Hey, you know what? Actually, you could have BZ get video of that and just print it.
Wrap
and then
it.
You could just wrap it.
Wrap the shitter
And then
with
we could
old
add more.
shitter.
I mean, because there is
There's some good ones.
awesome shit in there.
Right.
Yeah, because it's funny because Burke texted me and he's like, some of the stuff that's in those stalls is hilarious.
Right. 100%.
And nostalgic.
Right. I've never been to
I've seen
Lucas
some good
Oil.
ones at Knoxville too. Yeah.
I've never been to Lucas Oil, so I can't comment on their shitters, but Eldora's is number one for me.
Okay.
They have the tall and the short pissers. Tall and short shitters.
Classy.
Yep. It's like awesome, no line. I mean, craziness. 141, though. Been there. Awesome facility. But my most favorite shitter is when you can go somewhere and you sit down and it's just like the concrete blocks, like you could almost reach over and touch somebody. Do you know what I'm saying?
Why?
Because it's weird. And let's be honest, whenever you guys have ever gone to a bathroom and you're like in there, usually I'm weird about, drop honking out a dirt snake in a public bathroom because it's just weird, right? Well, it's not weird, but it's like, okay. So when you sit down and you're in there and you're like trying to be quiet and the guy next to you cracks one and you like, to me, I bust out laughing out loud because it's awkward for a minute. You know what I'm saying?
It's like the Austin Powers deal.
Yes. It's just like,
you show that turd who's boss.
yeah, well, I have busted out laughing and then they laugh. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So breaking the silence that way, or breaking.
Oh man, and it's just like, golly, dude.
So you're saying you like the short walls, you like the high five, or what?
I mean, I'm just saying it's just because it's not weird for me to, take a crap when I got to take a crap, but I'm just saying, like,
Look,
people are weird about it.
if you're putting down the
So I like to be in right.
you gotta go when you gotta go.
It's just funny to me. Like I instantly go back to the trailer and be like, "Geez, you guys are never gonna believe what I just heard in the bathroom." Like I don't know, because then like sometimes I'll sit and wait to like. See if it's somebody I knew or something, come out.
Look at their shoes.
And then give them shit about it, yeah.
Look at their shoes, be like, I know that guy.
Yeah.
We're laughing because we've been there.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I
Like
know.
any event or anything, you always got that one guy that goes in there and is like tippy toe holding it in and trying to get to the toilet. And then it's like, You know?
Cracks.
It's all over.
Well, I'm just saying, I can't help but bust out laughing out loud. So,
Well, I mean, you're in there to do
business.
business.
You're in there to do business. It happens.
And, yeah, that's a certain type of business.
But yeah, I mean, there are some
interesting ones.
There are some interesting ones in there.
Yeah.
That's because what did he say last week? He's like, stall 3 in the pits at Boone Speedway has some of the best wall art I've seen at a racetrack.
It does, man. I'm telling you, you go down and check it out.
That's the place.
We got keys. We can go. It's a little dark now, but
Yeah.
Oh,
I've
my
witnessed
God.
people walking out of there dabbing their forehead. It's a little warm in there sometimes, but yeah. Again, you're in there to do business.
Right.
You're not in there to.
But I will say, it's nice to be able to go in somewhere and have a decent, sit down for a minute. And sometimes when you're in a nasty one, it's hard to do that.
So, I am literally not trying to change the subject, but we did get another request for a porta potty in the infield.
yes,
Did you get that?
yes, I
Jane?
did. Yes, Jane said something, and I'm with
I think
you.
that'd be a good idea.
I'm with. Hey,
Yeah.
I'm down there more than anybody, and I'm like, man, I gotta go pee.
I do think it's attainable. We just, number
You
one,
gotta get it out of way somewhere.
it'd have to
and,
be
yeah.
safety. First off,
Yeah.
Second would be
don't wanna
not,
be in
not
there.
in the pictures.
You don't want to be in there taking a squirt and get a left front and take
Oh
it
my
out.
God! Can you imagine reading a wall art? And kabam! Like, I mean, we've seen some wild shit happen here. We've seen McIntoon, in the pole. Well, Jason Van Sickle, shout out Jason, getting the pole down there in 4. Yeah, you wouldn't want to be in there and
No.
have something like that happen. But
No.
but yeah, you wouldn't want it somewhere where it would be in Victory Lane pictures. I mean,
Correct.
just stuff like that. So
Yeah.
we just had to put a little thought into it, or maybe we would. Maybe we could have outhouse night at the Boone Speedway. I don't know. I mean, imagine the trophy Avila could come up with.
Matt's good at it.
He is good. Tell him he's got to build a shitter on wheels. He'd be on it in
Right.
no time.
Yeah, it'd be sweet.
Yeah, it would. Yep.
Oh man. Well, we've crossed the threshold.
I think we have.
Yeah.
Definitely. Once again, thanks anybody that's listening to this. We appreciate you hitting those likes, subscribes, all that stuff. That little thumbs up maybe seems kind of inconsequential to you, but it is big and it means a lot to us, and we sure appreciate it.
Yeah, like you said, that it just takes it's not even much effort, but if you guys enjoy what we're doing, please share, like, subscribe, all the things, because it does keep us going.
Yeah,
for sure.
The interaction, it's helpful.
And it's like yesterday, we got back from the wrestling tournament, and I spent probably a half hour just like going back through stuff and just commenting back on things and trying to create interaction with people, and then it fired things right back up. So,
Yep.
We try to do our best on that end as well. So, and if there's anything you guys want to see specifically, please let us know, because that helps us structure these, and helps these shows keep rolling forward. And we got a few more guests coming up here pretty quick, and we had a little schedule change this week with everything going on in everybody's lives. So
Yep.
it's just the 3 amigos today, but we do enjoy you guys continuing to watch and support the show. But you guys got anything else?
I just want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. I mean, this is going to be coming out right before, so everybody have a good holiday and stay safe, eat some good food. Maybe we'll talk about food again next time. That seems to crank off pretty good.
Yeah, I ain't got much else. Stay warm out there, folks.
Yeah,
looks like it's going to be about in the mid 40s this week.
Yeah, it's going to be a sloppy mess here.
Well, it'll be like
Yeah.
a heat wave here.
It will.
Yeah, no kidding.
It'll get some melting going on.
Stay safe out there. Take care of your babies. Have a Merry Christmas. We'll be on before the New Year's though. Won't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
On that note, we want to thank everybody for continuing to support the Watermelons and Woodchips podcast presented by Central Iowa Diesel Performance. Until next time, we'll see you guys next week. Thank you.